My name is Fletcher, and I am an artist, singer-songwriter from New Jersey. Music's been a part of my life since I was a little girl. I was like singing before I was ever really even talking, and it was a part of my jobs growing up and through high school, and you know, I was in like the musicals and plays and stuff like that. So it's really been like a constant for me. I kind of always just knew that I wanted to write songs and sing and be an artist, so I'm really lucky to have known from an early age like kind of what I wanted to do, because I know it's really hard to kind of figure out and like have that idea. So I knew from pretty early on that like this is what I wanted to be doing. Warpaint was the first song that I ever put out on my EP and from the EP and on the project, and I literally was just like, this would be crazy if this song got 1 million streams, and that happened in a week. When it first came out, and so the fact that it had just kept growing and still does to this day, even though it's been out for 2 years, is like quite insane to me. So yeah, it's really pretty cool to, you know, especially have that backing from Spotify and really that support. It's like really what helped me kind of be able to, you know, support myself and be able to do this independently. Yeah, I was a Spotify Spotlight artist for 2016 alongside some like really incredible artists like Troye Sivan and Parson James and some really incredible people that I admire a lot and look up to their careers. So it was a very like surreal moment for me, and to have that all kind of happen so fast. I really wish that there was more LGBT content out there that is featuring a same-sex relationship in a setting that's not problematic or overly sexualized or dramatized. I wanted it to be something to normalize it, and that's really what I was just trying to do. And I think the more that we're able to do that, the less of a stigma like sexuality and like the less uncomfortable of a conversation and topic it becomes. And I think that's really, really important. I really want to cultivate, you know, a music and a sound and a space for people that feels really safe and honest, and a place where they can kind of just, you know, come to be themselves and listen to my music and just like feel that love if they're not getting it from other places in their lives. And just to be able to know that like I'm being really sincere with my words and with my music, and just like feel that honesty from me. Right now, I'm a fan of Tove Sturk. I am always a fan of Lorde, like forever will be a fan of Lorde. And Dua Lipa, I'm a really big fan of, and Halsey, and you know, kind of like the female artists that are really pushing the boundaries, like with their music and like their conversations that they're having. And definitely, like, I'm inspired by those females.
So I really want to dedicate this cover to all the lives lost in Las Vegas. And if you came with friends today, or a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or whoever you might have come with, I want you to hold them a little closer. If you came by yourself, that's fucking badass too. Say hi to a stranger. And let's sing this one together.
It's so heartbreaking to me that something like that happened in a space that's literally just supposed to be for people having a good time listening to music. Like, nobody there ever thought that that would happen. It's like the last thought on your mind, you know? It's like what we're doing here today. And it's scary, but at the same time, like, you cannot let fear stop you from doing what you love and being with people who you love and love you. And we just have to keep going about our lives and hope that, you know, things are able to change. And I think that like prayers and hashtags are really not enough in this time right now, and like we need to be having some more serious conversations about you know, gun laws and things like that. But at the same time, it's like you just got to keep trucking along and like, you know, hold those people in your heart and do exactly what they, you know, we're here to do, and like do that for them, and just be like, hey, we're not going to let anybody else win here. Yeah, I would say really find a person, whether it's a friend or a parent or a sibling or whatever it may be, that really believes in your ability and your talent. And you need people around you to lift you up and support you and make you feel good about what you're doing. And like whether you're a musician or you want to manage artists, like just get yourself out there, like cold email people, put songs out. Somebody will eventually answer you. Somebody will eventually respond to the music, even if it's one person at a time. And like you slowly just sort of build a following and sort of get that going. And it's hard and it takes a long time. Like this stuff doesn't happen overnight. But yeah, like find your person. Like my person was my manager. We met when we were 13 years old, and we've been working together ever since. And we both had no idea what the fuck we were doing when we started this whole thing. So it's about figuring it out as you go along, kind of. I'm on tour right now. I'm on my first ever headlining tour. I haven't put out music in a while, but I just released a brand new single called You Should Talk, and I have an album coming at the top of 2018. Album EP, still kind of figuring out what that looks like, but I have a ton of new music that I've been working on, and I'm just really excited for the new year and for the new era of Fletcher music.